Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Aso Tarot, and today's pick a card reading is going to be looking at what your person was thinking about the last time that they saw you. So we have three piles today. We have pile 1 with the tiny selenite heart and the apparitions tarot, pile 2 with the quartz heart and the ethereal visions tarot, and pile 3 with the big selenite heart and the joie de vivre tarot. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which pile or stone you feel most drawn to, and then go ahead and scroll down to the description to find your timestamp and we'll get into your reading. Hey there, pile 1. If you guys chose the small selenite heart and the apparition tarot, I think I'm gonna put this guy over here. This is your reading, and this is what your person was thinking about the last time that they saw you. So I already have your oracle shuffle, but we're going to shuffle your tarot on camera. So Spirit, we are asking what pile 1's person was thinking about the last time they saw pile 1. So let's start. Ooh, with the Page of Cups. I love this Page of Cups because it reminds me of a Care Bear. We have the 7 of Wands. What else was pile 1's person thinking about? Ooh, that one flew. Okay. The Tower. What else was pile 1's person thinking about last time they saw pile 1? We have the Chariot, and then on the back of the deck we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let me just rearrange these bad boys real quick. They're a little bit wider than my normal cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your oracles. So we have Blossoming Abundance in reverse. We have the Garden and the Gate, which is interesting because this is a 3 and that is a 30, which reduces to a 3, so 3 could be an important number. We have Winter. You feel out in the cold. Your answers arrive in winter. And we have Spring. Your love is blooming. Your answers arrive in spring. We have Abundance. And we have Death, a fun eclectic mix. We also have Unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. We have Past Life Love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. We also have Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, wow. Alrighty, there's a lot of powerful cards here. This is quite interesting. I'm just gonna move these all a little bit closer together here. I don't know where I'm gonna put these guys. Wow, okay, pile 1. This is definitely lost the word that I was gonna use there, but I feel frustrated. I feel very frustrated, and I definitely think this has a lot to do with how your person is feeling, not at you, but about the situation as a whole. What's interesting is that we have a lot of cards here about how significant this connection is. We have the Tower, we have the Chariot, we have Soulmate, we have Wedding, we have Past Life Love, and all of these cards are kind of indicating that this is as powerful of a connection as you think it is. But your person maybe doesn't realize the power of this connection. And when I said the power, I was looking at the Tower, and I definitely think that you have shaken up how they view the world. So the last time they saw you, I feel like they were just thinking a lot about how frustrated they were because they know that for whatever reason, they're not able to give you what you deserve right now. And the fact that we have winter and spring, I feel like it's possible for some of you. This could just be referencing that your person felt left out in the cold, or they made you feel that way and they acknowledge that and they feel terrible for that. Definitely, like with this death and this winter, like I see those, and that unavailable. I kind of see all three of those being together. And that blossoming abundance in reverse, because we have the, which is like even more interesting because that reminds me of more winter because it's not blossoming. Like I kind of just want to put these in one group. I want to put blossoming abundance, death, and unavailable right here. These are like the factors blocking it, and these, spring, the garden and the gate, past life, love, and abundance, I want to put them over here because abundance is definitely a big thing in your person's life right now, and it's something that they're working really hard to acquire. With the Knight of Swords being the back of the deck energy, it's possible that maybe the last time you saw this person, it could have been a very volatile interaction. I'm not getting that for all of you, but for some of you, this definitely was like either an argument or a disagreement of some kind. Things were changed. Things were like almost literally like set on fire. It's possible for some of you, the last time you saw this person, they just felt that innocent, sweet, like those crush puppy love feelings towards you with this Page of Cups here, but they're really defensive about it with the Seven of Wands. They might not have let on. I feel like this is kind of like this Page of Cups is like when they see you, they kind of got all, they felt like bubbly and like warm inside and really infatuated, and like they just have these very sweet, innocent feelings towards you. But there's a lot of fear here. It's very possible they've been burned in the past, or they just have a fear of being burned. So it's definitely like I feel like you have a subtle idea of their feelings for you with this one small candle. But underneath all that, it's like there's a lot more passion than this person is wanting to admit is there. And so it's kind of this sweet mix of like this person feeling really attracted to you, but also kind of having this like really sweet like affection towards you. Like they want to take care of you, or they want to protect you from things. And I feel like with this Tower and with this Chariot, this has less to do with, for some of you it is referencing, like I said earlier, a possible argument, something that changed the connection. But for others of you, this Tower and this Chariot, I feel that they're kind of representing things that are going on in your person's life, and also kind of yours. Your person is going through major change right now. The fact that we have death and unavailable, blossoming abundance in reverse, and winter, it's possible that your person is going through a really hard time right now, and their goal is to get out of this lack of abundance. They want abundance. Abundance is a big thing for them, and I think that they're really worried about their own security. It kind of seems like they've been playing it safe, and they've been maybe too afraid to venture out beyond their comfort zone and do something new with you, or just in general, because they're so fearful of things that are different and changing. But I feel like your person's garden, they don't feel safe to venture out of the garden because their garden hasn't been tended to yet, if that makes sense. This card talks a lot about having everything that you need, but limiting yourself because you feel like you need everything and you don't have more to learn or more to grow. And so kind of the point, like what I'm trying to explain here, is that your person doesn't feel safe to venture off into an unknown with you just yet, because they've got to work on their garden first. You know, it's winter, everything's dead, nothing is blooming right now. And so for them to be able to feel like they can move forward in your connection, they've got to get themselves in check. They've got to start working on their abundance, and it's possible that maybe they're going to use this winter season to do that, and they might be ready by spring. But take those take the timing ones as like very loosely, because you know, things are always changing and time does change things. But I do feel like this lull between you and your person, no matter what, it is going to change, so long as your person starts getting their ish together. They're gonna have to make a lot of changes in order to be ready to create this abundance. But I do feel like they are working on getting there. With the Chariot, they're trying to find balance. And something I was thinking about with these two separate horses going in different ways, it's almost like you guys are meant to take separate paths right now. Like this horse is following this one and this horse is following this one. But that doesn't mean that you guys won't cross paths again. I feel like it's more just like you guys are weaving your own paths and working on your own things. And that doesn't mean that you two won't be together, but there's a lot of development that needs to happen before things are going to be aligned for your person to do that. They're very analytical and logical. With the Knight of Swords here, they're trying to think about logically what's best, because I feel like when they think with their heart, they get themselves into situations that they maybe wish that they hadn't. It's possible that they have a problem with saying things without thinking, and you know, maybe they came on like when you guys first met or something like that, they came on like really intensely and were really just like telling you about these and like the thoughts that they have of you or what they thought of you, and then maybe they like realize later that they weren't ready for that, and they might feel a little bit guilty about making promises that they couldn't keep. But that could just be for some of you. We have a lot of fire and a lot of water here. Cancer, a little bit of air with the swords. We have a lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer with the Chariot, Pisces, Scorpio. But there's definitely an intense connection and an intense bond here. With soulmate and wedding, I feel like your person definitely sees you as someone that they have a special connection to, even if they don't believe in like the concept of past lives or soulmates. They definitely just feel a familiarity with you that is so comforting to them. And I think that's why they feel so much irritation, because it's like they know that they could be really happy with you and they want that happiness with you, but they know that they have to do what's right first, and they've got to take care of themselves, because if they invest their time and energy into someone else, then they won't be moving forward, and they will feel like they have nothing to provide, nothing to add to the connection. But I do think, I'm not going to say this wedding card is like they were thinking about getting married with you, but I definitely feel like they're looking at you as some type of wanting some type of commitment, or thinking about what they would need to do to get that type of commitment. I definitely feel like, you know, they see you as someone down the line that they would really want to be in a relationship with. It's just that right now that they know that they've got to get their stuff worked out, because they're just not they're not having a great time right now, truthfully. And it might take them a little while to get it figured out, but things are going to have to kind of crumble and change. You know, these cracks are going to have to get bigger, and they're going to have to do some realizations basically to understand that I'm sorry, I just got distracted. I think that's maybe a problem too, is that they get distracted by the intensity of their feelings sometimes. And they might be really naive when it comes to love, and they might think that they can handle things, and they might think that they're ready for something, and they start it, and then they're like, oh no, like I'm not ready for this, this is too much, and then they withdraw their energy, and for you, that's really confusing when they're promising one thing and then pulling away the next, and that can be really hurtful. And I definitely am getting this vibe like it's not intentional, but your person now is having to be careful, because it's possible that in their past they did this a lot more and it got them into a lot more trouble. And so now that they're just trying to be more careful with that. But they do, with this Knight of Swords here, it's possible they do still have those moments where they just word vomit and like say all these things because they've been holding them in for too long, and it's like that clarity that they once had just spirals into confusion, and they don't know how to like clearly articulate their feelings without just like being super intense, because I feel like this person just is kind of intense in general. And what they need to be working on right now is grounding, working on their abundance, and kind of fixing their material world before they go after what they want in their emotional world and their, you know, all that jazz. So let's go ahead and look at channeled messages from your person and see what they would say to you if they could. We're going to start with these Hidden Truth Oracle cards, and then we'll use mine. So what would pile one's person say to pile one? Oh. You came closer than anyone. Just being near you is intoxicating. Oof, okay, that's too many. Had two pop out. So we have, I wish I could take back my words. Yep, Knight of Swords. That's totally that energy. I'm so attracted to you. And then on the back of the deck, the timing just wasn't right for us. And yeah, I think these cards are completely backing up what these channeled messages are saying. And I think it's interesting that you guys got cards related to timing. So I don't typically, you know, I don't want to be all like way out there, man, but like timing is like so subjective, and in the universal grand scheme of things, human time is just like an artificial construct, dude. And so like you know, the universe doesn't really work on that, like doesn't work based on how our timing works. Like they're like, oh, you know, so and so has a party on Saturday, better make sure her person has all their crap figured out so that they can get together by then. Like, no, that's not how it works. The universe is unfortunately patient as hell and will wait until you and your person get everything they need to figure it out before they make things work. You know what I mean? So timing is hard. And I always say to take timing with a grain of salt, but it does work for some people. I just always like to talk about that because timing is a little funky. But okay, what else would your person say to you guys? Pile one. Okay. Have faith in us. I'm coming back when the time is right. Oh my gosh. I love when the universe does my work for me. I wish I could hold you right now. I think you're the one. I'm still healing. And then on the back of the deck, we have, I would do anything for you. So yeah, I mean, this person has really strong feelings for you. It's just that they've got to get their, they got a lot of shit to get together before they like are ready to dive into something crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of special feelings here, and I know that your person, even if the last time you saw this person was like a year ago, they're still thinking about you like right now. Like that's all I gotta say about that. Okay, let's go ahead and do charms. So I'm gonna kind of do charms a bit differently. We have a new fun pink bag full of numbers and letters. So I'm gonna do the charms first, and I'm gonna do these last because I just feel like I have so many charms, so it's hard for, you know, numbers and letters to come out all the time. So hopefully this should give us a good mix of messages. So we'll start with your charms, and then we'll do numbers and letters. So what was pile one's person thinking about the last time they saw pile one? Okay. Oh, and the little dinosaur is coming out. Oh, and we have this W or an M, whichever way you want to. So like quite a few charms stuck in the box. But okay, this is actually really beautiful. All right, so we have the little red guy with the sunglasses, Mr. Coolman. I believe we named him Martin. I can't remember. I think we named him Martin. But yeah, your person definitely thought you looked really good. I feel like they just really admire you. I feel like they like your energy. They think you're really cool. I feel like they appreciate you in social settings. Like they think that you're very easy to talk to and very likable. I'm honestly kind of getting like a Libra vibe or like a Pisces vibe. I don't know. Those are just kind of like ones that I was thinking about. But yeah, you're definitely very likable, and I feel like this person just kind of looks up to you in a way. We also have the little dinosaur, so I feel like your person, you're kind of like fossilized in this person's memory. Like you're not going to go away, and like it's possible you guys have intense history with this charm and the teddy bear here. Like I feel like your person it's possible you've known this person since childhood for some of you. For others, it's possible they just feel like a kid around you, and like they have so much fun with you. I feel like they feel safe, they feel warm, and like that's funny because I was thinking about that Care Bears, and then we have that Page of Cups. So it's like their feelings for you are really innocent and sweet. Like they're not thinking about, you know, screwing you over or doing anything like that. They're just really, they find you very adorable, and they just like want to protect you and keep you safe and kind of put you on a pedestal a little bit. They really do like appreciate you a lot. And yeah, so this charm makes me think of the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate card. I feel like because we have this Six of Cups charm, like if you're in separation with this person, reconciliation is definitely very likely on the table. But with this butterfly here, this talks about how there needs to be transformation first before you two can really dive in and be in union. Kind of the same thing with this world. It's possible you guys are at a physical distance, or just because of the state of the world, you're not able to see this person. I also think of the World card, so like a cycle that needs to be closed out before your person can start something new. I'm hearing like the number 21, so you know 21 could be significant. We also have, besides the W, we have F. So we have F, W, or M. Take that one however you want. And the number 4. So let's go ahead and look in this little bag and get a few more letters and numbers. Okay. So we have the number 6, feeling so fly like a G6. Yeah, with that cool card too, that's definitely like, it's making me think of like that song, So Fly Like a G6. We have a 3, we have a T. This could be a 9 too if you want to consider it a 9, but I definitely saw it as a 6 at first, which is why I wrote it as such. Okay, this is a 5 glued to a 3. So we have 2 3s. We have a 5, we have a 1, we have a 7, we have a 0, we have a V, TV. So TV could be special with you guys, like maybe you have special TV shows that you watch or something of that nature. Ooh, HGTV. If you, oh my gosh, yeah, HGTV. So if you guys like loved like watching like House Hunters or like Love It or List It, I definitely see that they like, maybe they still watch those shows because they like, it helps them feel close to you. Or yeah, they like watch some type of TV show that you guys used to watch together. It doesn't have to be home and garden related, but oh my God, garden related. And we had all that garden imagery. So yeah, so maybe like gardens are special. Maybe your person like was thinking about like, I don't know, there's a lot of garden imagery here. Gardens are definitely important. Like I feel like they were fantasizing about things that they want to give you, things that they want to experience with you. I just feel like there's a lot of like love here, and maybe some low self-esteem because they're not able to provide. But I do feel like they just think of you very fondly. They care about you a lot, and they really do have a desire to open this connection back up and visit it when they're in the place that they're ready to. So yeah, it's all a matter of your person like getting their stuff together, and you know, you gotta keep working on you, do you. Up to you whether you wait for this person, whether you accept this person. You have all the power here, and trust yourself. Have trust in yourself that you'll make the right decisions, and you know, don't stress too much, because if someone's meant to be in your life, they will come back. Trust me, they will come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on the charms, which I can't really usually see them in the camera, so I try to do it slowly. I realize sometimes I do it kind of fast. Okay, but that is where I'm going to leave your reading today, pile one. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely leave me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and definitely let me know down in the comments how it resonated. I love reading your guys' comments. They make my day. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much for watching this all the way through if you did. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, my personal readings are going to be opening up soon, so be on the lookout for that. I think that's all I have for you guys, so I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is when you're watching this, and hopefully you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye! Hi there, Pile 2. If you guys chose the Clear Quartz Heart and the Ethereal Visions Tarot, this is your reading, and this is what your person was thinking about the last time they saw you. So I already have your oracle shuffled, but we'll shuffle your tarot on camera. So we are going to ask Spirit, what was Pile 2's person thinking about the last time they saw Pile 2? So we just had the Sun pop out and the Chariot. Interesting. Lots of majors right out the gate. Leo and Cancer seen here as well. What was Pile 2's person thinking about the last time they saw Pile 2? I do want to say right away, I'm hearing the word like beeline, and it's almost like your person saw you from like across the room, and they just like did a straight beeline for you. Like they were just like, oh my gosh, there's Pile 2. Like I want them. Like I want to talk to them. I feel like you have this really magnetic, like radiant, beautiful, bright energy, and it just like, it's like your person, as soon as they walked into the room, they immediately knew you were there, or they immediately spotted you and they were like, yup. And maybe if it didn't seem like they were paying attention to you, they definitely were. And they were like, oh, I want to go talk to them. But let's keep going. Sorry, I was like, I need to say that for some reason. So, okay, what was Pile 2's person thinking about? Okay, we have the Magician as well. Pile 2's person thinking about the last time they... Okay, I'm not going to take these, but I am going to take this one. the Knight of Wands. Okay, so we have 3 major arcanas, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Sun, the Knight of Wands. And the back of the deck energy is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's look at your oracles. So we have the World. Could also consider that another major if you want to. I'm gonna move this guy over here. I just spilled all my channeled messages. I wish I wasn't such a spatially unaware loser. Okay, sorry. Split energy, options, unfocused, multitasking, decide what you really want. Regret, someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Womb in reverse. And free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, wow. So pile 2, your person has definitely been through a lot. And this connection is no regular connection. It's possible for a lot of you, this connection activated your person. It could have activated both of you, but it like activated something in your soul that changed the way you see the world and how you view the world. It's possible you kind of flipped what this person thought the world was about right on its head. And truthfully, I feel like your person sees you as someone who really changed the way that they view romantic partners. Or I guess like not even romantic, it could just be like physical, friends with benefits, things of that nature. I feel like it changed how they view people that they're attracted to. With this Knight of Wands here, I do get a sense of like player energy. And especially with womb in reverse, it kind of seems like this person is always chasing, like, I don't even want to say this, but it's like literally the next lay. Like they're kind of going from person to person, and that doesn't mean they're like doing that all the time or doing it in a malicious way. And this could definitely be past behavior, not now, but at some point in their life, either currently still or in their past, they really have relied on they've looked at sex like very casually, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be sex. It could just be like being flighty with connections, like going in for a little bit, and then once you get what you want, or once you're satisfied, or once they're like done, they feel free to move on. But here's what's interesting. I feel like when they met you, they were continuing that pattern of like hit it and quit it, or like, if you've ever seen It's Always Sunny, I'm thinking of like the Dennis system, and which is disgusting and terrible. But some people adhere to things similar to that. And I feel like your person was definitely in that energy. Now, whether they did that to you or not, even if they treated you differently, they have a lot of regrets about the way that they treated you, because they behaved towards you like a Knight of Wands. But you're the sun, and that's what's important to remember. You are the sun. And this Knight of Wands basically realized that he was no match for the sun. And so your person, this kind of activated your person in a way to where they realized, oh, I'm acting like a douchebag. And maybe my warped mindset is not as accurate as I thought it was. Because I think that you two had a very, very deep connection. And it's definitely one of those ones where it's almost like you can just feel one another. And I feel like this person felt intense happiness around you, like all the time. Like whenever they were around you, they just felt intense happiness. But I think the fear of commitment, the fear of being trapped was too scary for them with this free yourself card. You know, it's possible maybe they had like a really intense relationship in the past. And so after that, they were just kind of like in a hoe phase when they met you, which like I'm totally sex positive on this channel. So I use hoe phase with the most love possible. There's nothing wrong with having one. It's just a slang term. I don't mean it in any like offensive ways at all. But it's like your person thought they knew what they wanted. And then after they met you, they didn't really know what they wanted. And I think it made them feel trapped. I think it made them feel afraid. I think it made them feel they weren't ready to be vulnerable. They still have their guard up. They're not ready. I feel like you were very nurturing and you provided a lot of compassion that they weren't really used to experiencing. And for them, it was probably very weird and very scary. And although from you, it came from the sweetest, most just loving place possible, I feel like this person hadn't really experienced love like that before. And because of their habits and their patterns, they didn't think it was possible to continue a connection when they were so fearful of a toxic relationship or something bad happening. But here's what's interesting. So I feel like the last time you saw this person, it was either like in passing, maybe you two were at like the same place together. I don't feel like you were explicitly hanging out with this person. I feel like they ran into you. I feel like it was just chance, and it wasn't like, it was more of a chance meeting, and you might be thinking about it a lot still, or I don't know. I'm just getting that vibe of like your person just seeing you and feeling a lot of regret. It's almost like maybe they tried to bury you out of their mind for a long time. And when they saw you again, that light, they felt your light, like they literally felt it, and it just sparked something in them. And I think they learned that they can't be a Knight of Wands anymore. They need to be a magician. They need to start forging their own path, figuring out where their energy needs to be led, and going down that path, because this person has a lot of healing to do, especially with their shadow aspects. And I feel like this person right now is learning that they are much more capable than they thought they were. And I feel like in a lot of ways, you inspired them and helped them learn that they have more power over their actions than they realize, and that they can change things. With the World card here, I think you broadened their world. You broadened the way that they see people. And I think what made them fear you so much is that the earth revolves around the sun. And I feel like this person knew that if they got too invested, they would get completely lost in your energy. You would have them wrapped around their finger. And this person likes control. They like to feel in control. And I think the scariest thing in the world for them would be to not have control. And so here you are, just this bright, beautiful, sunny energy that your person adores, but it's the scariest thing in the world to them. And so right now your person recognizes that they've got to get their shit together, essentially. that they need to start taking accountability for their actions, that I feel like they're for the first time discovering that they can truly be empowered and self-empowerment. I feel like that's what they're learning right now, because their energy has been very mixed in the past. But I feel like when they saw you, they just felt so much regret for the way that they had acted and the way that they had treated you and the way that they went about things. And so I feel like that's a huge regret now. And I feel like your person is in the mindset of, I feel horrible for doing that to them. I will never do that to someone else ever again. But I don't know. I'm going to be like completely 100% honest. I feel like because this is from your person's perspective and we're just looking at their energy from the last time they saw you, I feel like this person thinks that they may never get another chance with you. And if that's the case on your end, that's totally fine. You're free to do whatever. But I feel like your person has definitely taken your connection as a lesson to not treat someone like that, not treat someone that way in the future. But you're definitely still on their mind. And I feel like they think about you a lot. But I feel like for part of them, they think that their behavior, this Knight of Wands behavior, burned that bridge between you guys. And they're maybe not sure if your paths will cross again. But the interesting thing with the Magician is that that's a lot about, it's a very spiritual card and it's all about manifestation. And so I feel like your person is going to need time to kind of free themselves to have a more positive mindset. They've probably been very, very negative, especially in the past. And they might be really hard on themselves. And so I definitely think your person is in the process of healing, but you were definitely like a trigger for them to like learn that they needed to, that the way that they treated people wasn't okay. And I feel like the depth of their feelings for you and seeing how they hurt you and physically feeling how they hurt you really changed their perspective on the world. And unfortunately, they can't change what they did in the past, but I do feel like there's a lot of major change going on right now so that they can move forward with a fresher mindset and in a better place. And they want to be a better person, essentially. So let's go ahead and look at some channeled messages and see what they would say to you if they could. So what would pile two's person say to pile two if they could? Pile two's person say to pile two if they could. I want to be more than friends. I look for you everywhere. Finding out the truth crushed me. I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, so it's possible, you know, maybe you guys have like run into similar circles or something like that, so your person will like hear things about you sometimes. They might like be like, oh, what's pile two up to, like what are they doing, like but they probably try and like save face and act like they know what they're doing and they don't really care, but we know the truth. Okay, back of the deck energy. I hid who I really am from you. Yeah, this person was probably pretty ashamed of their actions and their behavior and who they were when they met you. And did I talk about signs? Leo, Cancer, lots of fire here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and a little bit of air. So I don't know why I always blank on the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's look at my channeled messages and see what else they would say. So we have, I'm moving on. So yeah, you know, your person is moving on, trying to move on from this situation because they feel like they've ruined their chances with you, and they have a lot of regret. I love our friendship. Yeah, that's interesting. Which actually, that one fell out first, so I'm gonna put that one there. I look for you everywhere, but I'm moving on, you know. But I want to be more than friends, but I love our friendship. It's like this person, yeah, with that options, unfocused, multitasking, decide what you really want with that split energy. They're so split, like night and day. Like, it's so hard with this person, I think, just to like get through to them at times, because they're just so stubborn in their own thoughts and their mindset that yeah, I think they have a hard time looking at their behavior objectively. You are my everything. Let's see, let's get one more or two more. Oh, okay, and we have I miss our friendship. So yeah, a lot of friendship cards. This person really misses the friendship. I didn't realize what we had until it was too late. And then on the back of the deck, can we start over? So yeah, your person, yeah, I definitely feel like your person, this is a classic case of not seeing what they had until it was gone, not recognizing your worth. And to be like completely straight up with you, if somebody doesn't see your worth, that's not on you, that's on them. And you don't deserve to be with someone that doesn't see your worth and doesn't value you for all that you are. And, you know, unless a person actively shows you that they've changed and that they do see you as really special and they do see your worth, like, you don't owe shit to anyone. Like, I don't know, I get like fired up when I see people, not fired up at them, but I get fired up when I see people just like, I wish you could see like how great I am or how good this would be. And it's like, and I might have said I didn't mean to. I just see people wishing that a person saw them, and it's like, well, if they don't see you, that's not your problem. Like, you can't make them see you, and if they don't see you, if they don't want to look at you authentically and look at you for the beautiful soul that you are, bye. Like, that's I don't know, I just think that if somebody isn't gonna see you for all that you are, F them, truthfully. Like I just don't really care. Like, I just think that everybody deserves to be treated, you know, with respect and be looked at with like an objective, like fair mindset. And I feel like sometimes people get really focused on the fact that a specific person isn't seeing them for what they wish they saw them as. I'm sorry, this is probably going into like this weird confusing tangent, and we should just do charms. The point of my weird ramble that I don't even know where it went, you know, love having attention deficit disorder. If a person isn't going to authentically see you for who you are, then they're like not ready for you. Like, the right person for you is going to see you for all that you are, the good and the bad, and they're gonna love you for all of it, and they're gonna respect all of it, even if they don't understand it or they don't connect with it. They still appreciate it and acknowledge it as a part of you, if that makes sense. You deserve to be loved as a whole, not just loved for fractions of yourself. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry about the tangents. Like I said, ADD is a bitch sometimes. Okay, so let's get into charms. And I have a fun new addition to charms, by the way. This little pink sparkly bag is full of numbers and letters because I wanted to have more than just the few guys in my charm box. So we're gonna do these charms, and then I'll pull some letters and numbers. And yeah, so let's do the charm box first. So what would Kyle choose person, what were they thinking about the last time they saw pile 2? Okay. Make sure there's none in there. And pick this guy up really good. Okay. So what would pile 2? Okay. So we'll start with, we'll leave these guys over here. We'll start with the little white dog. So the little white dog always makes me think of the Fool, because there is one in the Fool card in the Rider-Waite translation version of the deck. And I feel like this person really hopes for a new beginning with you one day. I feel like they really hope that they can fix things, truthfully. But it might be, they might be slow to getting there and getting things figured out, you know. But slow and steady does win the race. So, you know, this person might have to go within their shell for a little while to kind of get things figured out. This is definitely a lot of Hermit energy to me. So Virgo energy, they kind of need to withdraw and go within so that they can kind of see where they need to improve and what needs to be healed. We have the Ring here. And for me, it's honestly kind of reminding me of like the Womb card. And to me, it really is just making me think of like eternal love. Like it has no, like a circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I want to be your friend. Like, I feel like this person is always going to admire you, respect you, want to be a part of your life, but they also understand that if they mistreat you, they might not have a right to be in your life, if that makes sense. But, you know, we do have a little angel charm here. So your angels just want to remind you that they love you. They're working on this. You know, you guys, you both are divinely guided, and everything will happen as it is meant to when the time is right. We have the Frog, and when I think of the Frog, I think of like you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find a prince. And I feel like your person probably kind of sees themselves as a frog, and they need to do some transformation to become the person that they need to be. But we also have the Cancer charm here, which is interesting because we also have the Chariot, which is also Cancer. But yeah, we have imaginative. So your person probably imagines a lot of scenarios with you and thinks about you a lot. And we also have the little matchstick. So yeah, I feel like they think you're a good match. I feel like they still hold a flame for you. They still really just find you very magnetic, and they feel drawn to you like that sun, that Leo energy. So in terms of letters, we have the letter K, we have the letter K, we have the letter T. I think these two are stuck together. We have B, and I think this was supposed to be an E, but I guess she's broken, so I'm gonna have to take her out. We have Q. They think that you're a cutie. We have G. We have 6 or 9, whichever you want to see it as. Okay, so, wait, okay. The 3 is stuck in the 9s or 6s. So 999 could be significant, 333 or 666. Those could be angel numbers that are significant. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so 999, 3, K, T, B, G. Yeah, so that's kind of funny because they're like all of the letters besides K and Q end with like E's. And then we have this messed up E. So yeah, I think that is all I am getting. So I'll go ahead and zoom in on the charms or hold them up for you guys. If you want to look at them longer, you can just pause the video. But okay, I think that is where I am going to leave your reading, pile 2. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. If you did, definitely leave me a like and subscribe so I can keep posting more videos like this. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Definitely let me know down in the comments how it resonates, because you guys, I love reading your comments. I love, you know, just seeing what's going on in your lives, and I love being able to help you guys. In terms of personal readings, be on the lookout. My website will be going up soon. I'm not doing readings on Etsy anymore, so if you've reached out to me there, I will get back to you with the link to my website. I've just been a lot of craziness going on in my life right now. But yeah, I really hope you guys have a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. If you guys chose the big selenite heart in the Joie de Vivre Tarot, this is your reading, and this is what your person was thinking about you the last time that they saw you. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. As usual, I have your oracles already shuffled. What does pile 3's person, what were they thinking about the last time they saw pile 3? So we have the Queen of Swords. We have Judgment. We have the Emperor. We also have the 7 of Coins, the 5 of Wands, and the back of the deck energy is the 2 of Wands. Okay, you guys got extra tarot. Congrats. Okay, let's see your oracles. So we have Door to Value. We have Sweetness. We have Big Goals, Career, Business, Success, Claim Your Place in the World. We have Stuck, Block, Third Party, Silence, Barrier, Shift your focus to clear the energy. We have Separation, No Contact, 5D, Dreams, Nightmares, Focus on Your Own Happiness. Which I think I want to fix these two because I think the big goals is important. We also have Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Yeah, definitely have a lot of indication to that. We also have Pay Attention to the Red Flags and Healing Family Issues. Okay. So, the last time your person saw you, they had a lot on their mind. And here's what's interesting, is I think that for some of you, the last time your person saw you, it might not be talking about the last time you saw them physically. It might be talking about what this person was thinking about the last time they dreamt of you. It's possible you guys visit each other on the 5D plane a lot and have dreams about each other a lot. And I think that your person really sees you as an emotional escape from the physical world. Because at times for them, it's like the world is really overwhelming. And it definitely seems like they've been pretty emotionally unavailable to you. And it's possible that even created this separation, or they could also be stuck. If this is a third party situation, you will know if it is. there could be a Queen of Swords figure in their life influencing their decisions, or that they feel an obligation to, like they almost have their head or their heart or something. But here's what's interesting. I think that your presence, because I don't see you in this Queen of Swords, and I don't see this Queen of Swords as an aspect unless you are someone who did physically see this person recently and you cut them off, or you told them straight up, like, this isn't cool, this isn't okay, like the way you're treating me, or whatever the case might be. You might have delivered some hard truths that stuck with them. So the Queen of Swords could go a couple of different ways. Take that one how it resonates. But no matter what, they've had a realization with this Judgment card about this Queen of Swords energy. If this Queen of Swords represents a third party, your influence made them realize that the way that this Queen of Swords person was treating them wasn't okay. Or it helped them realize that someone from their past wasn't treating them right. Like the way that you treat them, I think is interesting, is that we have this little Judgment heart and this sweetness. I feel like this sweetness that you provide to them, like that sweet energy that you give to them, they had never experienced something like that, and it really woke something up in them, that things could be sweeter and kinder and not as rigid and dark as your person originally thought. Problem is that your person feels very stuck. They've got big goals, they're working on their finances, and they're really focused on increasing their abundance. With the Seven of Coins, it's possible that your person is pretty impatient with that, but they're working really hard to try and become this Emperor figure. Aries energy is really represented here. This person definitely seems like a natural leader. And I feel like they're working really hard on getting control, of their life and getting control of their emotions and their feelings. I feel like they really don't want you to know the sweet feelings that they have for you. I feel like they're almost like embarrassed and ashamed of them. Not because you're embarrassing or they should be ashamed of you. I think that they just don't really like to admit when they have feelings. Because if you notice, we don't have any cups here. We have wands, we have pentacles, and we have swords. So it definitely seems like your person is not one to be in their feels a lot. I feel like they're very motivated by their physical environment and by what they feel passionate about. And they try to have a logical perspective about things. And it's possible your person might have viewed your sweetness or feared your sweetness because they weren't sure if it was real or not. Like, not that you're not sweet, like they weren't suspicious of you. I feel like they were fearful that that would change or that would go away. And I feel like it felt really good to them. And it was distracting them from what they needed to do and what they needed to be focused on. And so I feel like your person was almost trying to like find red flags within this connection so that they could find a reason to separate. Because this person right now, I feel like they're having trouble feeling in control. With this Five of Wands here, it's almost like they're constantly in a battle with someone. And it's possible that this Queen of Swords, this third party might not be romantic. It could be like a mother figure or a sister or a cousin or an aunt, like some kind of family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female family member, but maybe someone who's really harsh towards this person. Because I do feel like this person is focused on maybe healing some family issues related to that. and feeling more comfortable within their family, because I feel like they're trying to heal their childhood trauma right now, whether they actively realize it or not. I feel like they kind of grew up in more of a volatile environment, and they're used to having to fight for everything. And I feel like the fact that your connection was so easy, that it was like weird to them. They were like, what? Like, there's got to be something wrong here. Like, how is this just so like effortless and easy and sweet? And like, I feel like they were like, it must be too good to be true. And, you know, I feel like your person reflects about you a lot. They think about you a lot, but they're definitely not in any hurry to rush back into your life. Like with this Emperor, like they're sitting, they're chilling, they've got big goals that they're focused on first and foremost. And it's like your heart is still planted in like the core of who they are. But it's time for their abundance to grow, and it's time for them to focus on, you know, their career success, because there are a lot of financial issues here. And I feel like your person wasn't in a place to move anything forward. For a select few of you, if your person was actually married or still married to this Queen of Swords, it seems like this person maybe wants to separate because of all the fighting, because of all like the drama and like family issues. I feel like they know it's not right, and maybe they got into it when they were really young, but now they feel stuck, because it's possible, you know, separations / like divorce can be really tricky. It can be very costly. And so I feel like your person maybe feels trapped, like they'd be losing a lot in themselves if they walked away from something, even though they're not happy. So I feel like even for some, like this could be your person is actively trying to divorce this Queen of Swords, and they're dealing with a lot right now with this fight. And so I feel like the last time they saw you, they definitely had a lot on their mind. But I do think for a lot of you, this is more referencing the last time they dreamt of you and what they were thinking about afterwards. Because I do feel like for some of you, there's been a long separation. There has been, you might have not talked to this person in a really long time. And I feel like this Queen of Swords has really affected this person and affected their energy. And right now they're kind of in a place of just discovering and figuring out where life might lead, what the world has to offer them, because they've got to focus on their goals and they've got to get unstuck. Energetically, they are, I want to say like looking for a miracle, but I don't necessarily think that like, they're not expecting it. They're not expecting a miracle, but they're almost hoping for it. But I think no matter what, your person is going to get things figured out. An Emperor, someone who's embodying an Emperor energy or trying to learn how to become an Emperor, they figure out how to solve their own problems. And it might take a while, but they get there eventually. I feel like this person is just really about their self-discovery right now. They're really about getting their life kind of in check, truthfully, because they want to reach these goals. And I feel like they're maybe afraid of this Queen of Swords type doing something sneaky or shady and trying to take that away from them. I feel like they're very fearful. And with this Five of Wands, I feel like they're on defense all the time. Like I feel like they almost feel like they can't do anything right. And what's kind of interesting is that I really feel like they look at you as kind of this same figure in the Two of Wands. It doesn't matter what gender you are, but I feel like they just have a sweetness attached to your oh yeah, duh, I swear I say the names of cards and like literally forget that they're right there in front of my face. But I feel like they soften when they're around you or when they think of you. And I feel like they don't like that. Like they want to feel powerful. They want to feel in control, because this Queen of Swords type has not allowed them to feel that way. And whether they're still with this Queen of Swords, whether this Queen of Swords is a family member, or whether it is simply just an aspect of life that is affecting them, they need to feel like they're completely in control before they're ever gonna feel secure enough to go after something new, because they're not very emotional. And I don't think that a relationship for them is absolutely necessary, because they're focused on their monetary abundance right now. They're focused on their career. They're focused on building themselves. And I feel like they're a very patient person, truthfully. But yeah, I feel like they've got very pressing matters that they've been worried about, and they're focused on that first and foremost. But let's go ahead and see what your person would say to you if they could, using the channel messages. So what would pile 3's person say to pile 3 if they could? Oh, wow. Okay. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I'm starting to understand our connection. I will wait for a sign from you. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person, like, even though they're like being shown with this Emperor energy, I feel like they don't like to take charge. I feel like they just like to stay in control. And then if anything comes their way, they'll decide how they want to approach it. I don't feel like they're very proactive themselves. The timing just wasn't right for us. And then on the back of the deck, I regret lying to you. So maybe they weren't truthful about, you know, their financial issues or things going on in their life. But you're definitely still on their mind, for sure, without a doubt. In terms of signs, we've got a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Aries with the Emperor, Leo, Sagittarius, lots of wands with that fire, and a little bit of Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus with that earth. Okay, what would pile 3's person say to pile 3 if they could? So we have, you're too good for me. Would you take me back? I have to stay practical. I haven't healed. And then on the back of the deck, I wish I could hold you right now. So yeah, I definitely feel like your person really has a lot of work to do, truthfully. Yeah. Don't feel like you have to wait for this person. If you want to, that's absolutely fine. But definitely, I would say, like, just ASO's advice, don't wait for this person, because you might be waiting for a long time. But it's up to you. You're free to do whatever you want. I just think that if you've been banking on this person coming back in the near future, it seems like there's far too much on their plate that they have to attend to first before that's going to happen. So if you're getting weary and you're like, I don't know how much longer I can wait for this, my advice to you, my loving advice would be to not feel like you have to wait for this person. You know, that doesn't mean you have to actively go out and find love, but it just means you don't shoo something away that might come in because of this person, if that makes sense. But let's go ahead and look at your charms. So fun, exciting addition. We have this little pink bag, and it is full of letters and numbers. So I am going to pull those along with your charms now so that we can have some more of those in the mix. But what will pile 3, what were they thinking about last time they saw pile 3? Okay, we got a lot. We'll start with these and then we'll look at the letters. So we have the crab, some Cancer energy. It's possible that they kind of have their pinchers out and they're ready to keep people away if they come too close. We have the sun, moon, and star charm. So I feel like this person kind of acknowledges that you're special and that your connection was kind of written into the stars, and they might not understand fully what's going on with it, but I feel like they know that it was more than just random, like it's kind of divine, but they still are kind of locking you out. It seems they're locking you out of what's going on in their life. I feel like they don't want you to know it. They don't want to seem weak. And to you, I feel like they think that it looks like you're just monkeying around, or that they're just monkeying around and not taking you seriously. But I think they do take you seriously. I think they just have a hard time admitting when things aren't so great and that they're overwhelmed. But they do see you guys as a match, and they still hold a flame for you, for sure, even if they don't necessarily admit that. We also have the elephant. So, you know, I feel like your person has desire to address that elephant between the both of you. And they also want to overcome a lot of those obstacles, but they might not know how to do that yet. Elephants are pretty slow too. And, you know, monkey minds, monkeys get pretty distracted. So, you know, the path might not be so clear yet. But we have 98 or 89 could be significant. 8 to 9 months, days, weeks, something of that nature. We have to the moon and back. So yeah, I definitely feel like this person might think about you when they look at the moon, or they just have a lot of feeling for you. We also have the number 4 and the letter C. Let's go ahead and get a couple other numbers and letters. Okay, so we also have, something just fell. We have the number 1. We have DQ, so Dairy Queen. This person feels like they're in a cold, cold blizzard without you around. We also have an H and an E and another E. We also have a 5 and a 1. So lots of numbers, lots of letters. 51, 15, yeah, DQHE. So go ahead and zoom in on these, and then I know I only hold them up for like a split second, so if you want to pause the video to get a better look at them, you can. But I think that is where I am going to leave your reading, pile 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated. Your guys' comments honestly make my day. You guys are so sweet, and I really appreciate you all so much. Definitely leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, so that I can keep making more readings like this. Thank you so much for watching the whole way through. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, my website will be ready soon. I am just finishing up a lot of things on there. So if you've reached out to me on Etsy, don't worry, I will get back to you with everything. It's just I'm not doing readings on Etsy anymore, so I'm not on there very often. Switching things up, getting things figured out, but it will be up very, very, very soon. Yeah, I think that's all I have to tell you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye!